Shit. What's money? Stand up. New York, what it look like? Huh? Man, they ain't even been to 424 since they let me about the
Summer Madness 7, you know what I'm saying? I was in Vegas with Mayweather in the building, you know what I'm saying? Smack legendary interview with Uncle Rod where he said I ain't eating it. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't taking this shit. Niggas is, getting docked. He's not playing no games. He put too much effort. He flew everybody out. He made it, you know what I'm saying? And for it not to be, what we expect it to be, a Rock and Hitman card. You know what I'm saying? A legendary battle.
I mean, to be honest, like I said, like I understand what Smack's saying when he's saying I ain't eating that and all that shit. But sometimes you gotta look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at yourself. You gotta look at what you did wrong in the situation. Like to me, like I'm not gonna just put all the rappers and throw them under the bus. Yeah, they got paid. Yeah, they did this shit and all that. But sometimes I feel like, this is just my opinion. If a rapper says he don't want to take a battle, don't push it on him. You don't want to do it. If you don't want to do it, you're not gonna show up. And then it's like a lot of the guys reuse. There's a lot of guys on this roster that should be getting openings with them, like from the Luigi's to the Mike P's to a lot of these guys, these guys need, the same opportunity. And I feel like when you're reusing guys and not giving them an opportunity, sometimes you got to wear some of that egg that hit your face. And I think in that moment when Uncle Rock caught him, Smack was in a state where he was just frustrated with the entire thing. Now, to me, the event wasn't that bad. I feel like what people focused on was when Nujerzey Twork kind of just didn't have no rounds. And it was very disrespectful. I think that's what Smack kind of took away. Because, to be honest, Iron Solomon JC was dope.
Yep.
Av just clearly won, but Av was really good.
Yep.
The Sugar and Geechee Gotti was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a great battle to that little last moment in the third. Cause I tell everybody, Sugar was warming up. And I think the biggest problem was people wanted more from Sugar. I think that's why it felt so like, it felt like it wasn't complete. Like, yo, Sugar, you cooking, nigga, why you stop?
The T-Rex and fucking Reed Dollars was better than I thought. I didn't think it was going to be good at all. I thought it was great. The old Red and fucking Ill Will, you had that weird shit where this nigga lost his voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, it was not that bad of an event. But I think what people focused on was the Twork battle because it was like, damn, you paying this nigga all this money for him not to actually care, and that's what I think that overdid it for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That really overdid it because if you really play back the battles and watch them, they were competitive. Not everybody deserved that criticism.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hitman and Rock, that's hard to live up to that hype, bro. Like, that's a big matchup. People were expecting whatever. I thought Hitman was really good. I thought Rock struggled a little bit, but I didn't think he was that bad. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like what people, what we could, those things that we could do better, and there's things that we could have guarded against, and that's just me saying, we could clean up a lot of things that we've actually should clean up. You know what I'm saying? That's just, it is what it is. But in a moment where you're upset or you're disappointed, and you get a camera in your face, sometimes, you don't smack like that Henny, you're gonna say things that maybe you wouldn't say if you wasn't in that state of mind. Me, he just got caught out there,
and even credited to like Nujerzey Twork, like I'm over here when we was out there in Vegas, I'm trying to get the interview with him, and he like, nah, because whatever I say, it ain't gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up seeing him literally the next day, and then that's when I caught him, and he still told me no. I said, yo, Twork, let's talk about something different. And when we started talking, it got to the point where he said, F the fans, and you know what I'm saying, things like that. And not all the fans, just the fans that's giving him negative criticism.
But at the end of the day, I get criticized all the time, and you have to look in the mirror. And I think Twork is still growing up. He's very young and immature. You know what I'm saying? You're putting him in an environment, Vegas, and he loves bitches. This is fucking brand new to him. People know him everywhere. And not everybody's mature enough to handle fame. And I think that's something that Twork has got to learn to deal with. Because with fame comes expectation. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going to keep showing up and letting down your fans that are paying money to see you. Eventually, they're going to turn on you. So, at the end of the day, he's just got to take it on the chin and come back swinging harder. feel me? You can't take a battle because somebody wants you to take it and you just want to check. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to take something, you know, put your effort on, put your A game on. If not, then expect them fans to hit on you. There's times where I may say something that a fan may not agree with. I'll be like, man, fuck this fat nigga, or whatever. And sometimes I'll be like, damn, let me see exactly what he's upset about. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll be like, okay, I understand. Or, oh man, this nigga's a hater. But at the end of the day, whatever you say or whatever you do in the field of choice that you do in your career-wise, you have to take it serious, bro. And you have to take the cheers and the jeers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Go with the bad. And if you can't handle the bad, then please try to be as good as possible all the time. And like I said, like I deal with fans cussing me out, all types of shit, and saying, oh man, I hate this dude's opinions. But at the end of the day, I wear what I say. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. So I expect it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna get too high or too low with the situation. And you can't just you can't just stay there waiting for the cheers. You feel me? Fuck up, man. You're gonna get booed. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother played for the Bucks, right? Everybody know Jeremy played for the Bucks. Right? Mm-hmm. I think like he has bad games. You feel me? But he puts out a maximum effort all the time, and nobody can knock that. Now, if all of a sudden he takes a game off and don't play well, guess what? They're gonna shit on him. Mm-hmm. I learned a lot by just watching him and being around him and you know, going to the games and just hanging out with him and seeing people say what they say. Like, you know, and that's like today, it's crazy. Like, I'm actually at work and shit, and niggas is talking football. Like, nobody knows I know G. I don't really put the shit out there. Somebody's like, oh man, he overrated. And in my head, I snap like, he ain't overrated, bro. Like, this nigga ain't overrated. Like, you don't know shit. But that's what a fan does. A fan judgment. You know what I'm saying? And if Twork wants to avoid judgment on him, and make sure you bring 100% effort. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. And that's why I say watching Gerald play all these years and making Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl is inspiring, because it makes you basically understand that if you want to be regarded the best, you have to be at your best at all times. And that's something that Twork literally has to instill in himself. You feel me? And I feel like it's a big immaturity issue with him. He knows it. He's not going to admit it, but he knows it.
No. He had a live yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He had a live yesterday where he said that. He apologized, said exactly what you're saying is what he said. He said, yo, I was wilding. I was moving too fast. He said,
he mad at me. He ain't been talking to me, so it's crazy. Like, I told him everything you saying, I told him. He gets mad at me because, like, I love Twork to death. Like, he one of the few individuals in battle rap that I could say is like my little brother. So, like, when I say shit to him, I don't sugarcoat nothing to Twork. I tell Twork when he's bullshitting. I tell him about himself. I'm not scared. I'm not there to kiss his ass. And if you have people around you that gonna kiss your ass all the time, you're not gonna really get the truth out of people. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that Twork has to realize. Like, bro, like, you know, you're a man. You have to wear everything you do. Like, the same thing when I say something, I gotta wear it. I know after this interview, niggas gonna be like, man, fuck Norbes. He's hating on Mook. I gotta wear that. I'm not hating on Mook. You know what I mean? But I'm going to make a strong statement and a case as to why I feel the way I feel. Yeah. If you love me, I'm being 100% honest, and I'm gonna wear that. And that's why Mook does respect me. We've had this conversation face to face. Okay. It was like 7 in the morning. I kid you not. I was working for an app. So I had to go drop some shit off real quick. My nigga, 6:30 in the morning, I hear, yo, Norbes. I look back, it's a Jeep. Like, I see these two big ass niggas get out the car. I said, ain't this a bitch? And I look and it's Mook and he laughing. And I'm like, yo, why you send these two big ass niggas out the car, bro? He's like, nah, man, you be hating. And I dead told Mook in his face, I said, no, Mook. I'm helping you get money, nigga. I'm telling you what you aren't. If you want me to kiss your ass and jerk you off on these interviews like these other niggas do, then I ain't the nigga to call. But I'm gonna get 100 with you. You feel me? And that's why we got that respect. I respect Mook to the death. I just don't respect his resume, but I definitely respect him as a man and what he's brought to the table. So, like I said, like, whatever you say, you gotta wear it. You feel me? Nah. You gotta wear it all the time. And that's something that Nujerzey Twork has to learn to do.
He talked about not wanting to have battle DNA. And
I know he didn't want to battle DNA.
He said it multiple times. He said, I told the guy I ain't want to battle him, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Now, from the outside looking in, from the fans' perspective, we see them going back and forth. We see them on Champion debating and things like that. Um, why do you think you guys didn't make the decision to actually not make the battle happen? Or, you know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, bro, like, it's one of those situations, again, that we got to wear it. Like,
okay.
We went out there and forced the battle.
Okay.
You feel me? Yes, he took the money. But do we know that Twork is an a-hole when it comes to this shit? I've always known this shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's something we also have to take fault in, for the simple fact that if he expressed, I knew he didn't want to take the battle, but if he expressed that to these dudes, they should have fell back. But at the same time, you accepted the money. So now it's one of those situations where it's like, you feel me? Twork, you should have stepped away from the shit. Having said that, I don't believe that we should have forced the battle on him. Or I don't know if it was forced on him. But, it is what it is. But to me, like I said, like certain battles just didn't happen. Like if he's not gonna take the battle serious, then you don't put him out there. Especially when you got so much time and money invested in him and the fans want to see him at a high level. When he battled JC, you saw what he could do. When he battled Avery, you saw what he could do.
Yeah.
Man,
Clean, Ill Will, a few of them joints. Clean, Ill Will, a few great battles.
The kid is phenomenal. But he's a kid. He's 22, 23 years old. He's a kid. When you were 22, 23 years old, you didn't want to do something. Would you show up?
Nah.
Nah, fuck this shit.
I wouldn't even call y'all niggas. I wouldn't even call y'all niggas. Like, man, I'll figure this shit out later.
Yeah, but that's something like, again, I don't want to put it solely on the artist. I think we have to wear a lot of the same shit. You feel me? We gotta take an L when we have to take an L. And I feel like in that situation, I know Twork ain't want to do it. And I told Twork, why you took the money, stupid? Because I know you don't want to battle this nigga. And it's no shade towards DNA.
DNA's
great. I think
great.
one of the best ever. He did what he had to do. He like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up. And I feel bad for DNA because nobody's ever gonna give him credit for being Twork for the simple fact that it looked like Twork ain't care. He ain't even bring no balls. And that it sucks, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, one thing it does is solidify DNA's the PG killers never lost. So,
you know what's the crazy shit? I keep it real with you, and I love I thought DNA lost the first round.
Yeah,
I thought Twork's first round was so crazy. I was like, D, you better bring it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, and listen, DNA is excellent at he's always good. He always battles with a chip on his shoulder. There's rarely a night where DNA takes off, and I feel like he doesn't get enough credit. I think a lot of people take him for granted, and until he retires, he's never going to get the respect he deserves. And DNA is one of the greatest to ever do it. But some people look at him like he's a corny nigga. He sprayed the machete. Like, I'm like, bro, like this nigga has been legendary for years. Legendary. Since he's like 17 years old, this kid has been doing it. He's an all-time great. He's probably like 27 years old, which is fucking scary. You know what I mean? So to be honest, like, I don't know why people view him like that, but Twork's not the first person I've heard say they want to battle DNA. But I think people need to get over that because I think DNA is ill.
Facts.
He's been ill, bro. Like, he's dope.
Another one of the guys that I guess became a fast rising star in this. I gotta talk about his chess. You know what I'm saying? I put him with Twork in a sense because they're two of the fastest growing new guys who really had such a major impact. And you were responsible for putting a lot of these dudes on and putting up on that putting them on that pedestal like, yo, these are the future. You call chess the future of the game.
Listen, man, all I could do is set up the plate. I can't do nothing else. A lot of times, like I said, everybody builds a certain relationship with certain guys, and once I get them to a certain level, I kind of just fall back and coach them from afar and let these guys deal with them because I don't really like dealing with the whole dumb shit sometimes. You feel me? So, like, a lot of times I'm like, you know what? Boom, these guys are here. I'm on to the next. Let me look for the next batch because I feel like there's a lot of responsibility that falls on me to continue to bring hot niggas on. And I feel like having my daughter kind of put me back a little bit for the simple fact that I couldn't fully focus on what I had to do. Even though I was looking from afar, like I was working with Don Marino and Gunpowder Pat and these guys beforehand. Like, I've been working with them for like a year and a half. predicting where they'd be by now, I still wasn't able to focus fully because I was having a baby. I gotta take fault in that. But in terms of chess, like I said, once you got to a certain level, he's dealing with bees and smacking them, and sometimes you get comfortable. Sometimes, I mean, again, he's a kid. I mean, what is he, 19 years old?
19, yeah, chess 19.
You can't fault. You're 19. I found him when he was 15 years old. Yeah. No. Chess, he's 19. Like, chess is, you're going to high school. You're in high school, my nigga, and you're getting fucking $3,000-$4,000 for 9 minutes rapping. And everybody in the world sees you. His principal, his fucking gym teachers were fans of him. So it gets to your head. And then, like I said, like when you were 18, 19 years old, 20 years old, 21, you're not the same person when you start going to your late 20s and your 30s. You don't even like the same type of women anymore. Like you change, and I feel like chess is going through a growing phase. Like he's that young, bro. Like people don't understand. Like it's real, bro. Like
facts.
Think about it. The same type of the females you dated when you was that young to now is way different. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like you got different wants, different desires. You've experienced a lot more.
You mature.
Yeah. So, and that's just in life. Period. You cherish different things. You feel me? When you were in high school, you just worried about getting fly and being cool.
Get some ass.
Yeah, that's it. As you grow, your wants and desires change. Like, I don't give a fuck about wearing Gucci.
I want a crib.
Gucci costs a lot of fucking money. That's rent money, nigga. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, facts.
But you start changing. I feel like chess is growing. He's going through growing pains. And like, as fans, if you love chess, keep supporting him. You feel me? But when he do fuck up, let him know. And I think chess needs somebody to put their hand on his shoulder and just tell him, hey, man, like, you one of them guys, bro. Stop playing around. And I think, it's hard sometimes to talk to a kid that young because they just know everything. Every time I see chess, it's all love. It's all like, yo, big bro, yo, how you been? How's the baby? Last time I seen him, I told him, nah, everything's good. And chess is a good kid, but he's still a kid. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, he fell off. My nigga, do you understand what this kid has accomplished at his age?
Exactly.
like, bro, like he's rapping with the best rappers in the world.
Had a classic with Tay Rock just last year.
Yeah. So honestly, people tend to forget that shit, and they people don't think about age. When LeBron James was 25 going to the finals, or whatnot, he's a kid.
Yeah,
he's a kid, bro. Like
against the Spurs, like he's supposed to get blown out, my nigga, and he by himself.
He's a fucking kid, bro.
Yeah.
You don't want the same things, and I feel like chess is just growing up, and he's gonna keep facing this shit. But as long as we continue to support him and do what we do and help him, I think he'll be fine. I think chess is gonna make an amazing comeback. I think chess is still one of the more talented. I would never say he's not. Nobody gonna sit there and tell me chess not nice.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We just want to see him. We just want to see him on his game.
Yeah, but when you live a life, your main concern is fucking sneakers and taking your girl out to fucking Applebee's. That's what happens. So he's just gotta grow up, man. That's it. Like same thing with Twork, man. You gotta grow up. You gotta face responsibility.
Man, they ain't even been to 424 since they let me up out the door. Since my freedom to be restored, I'm already declaring war. Cause for the past couple years, I've been fiending to get a chance. I've been fiending to see my name on $1 million advances. For the past couple years, I've been watching y'all from the sideline. I'm back at the score table, it's my time. The stakes high, I'm a new jack in the city. By the time my stock arrives and I'm taking over the city, like really, And I might just do it with Diddy. I know they wouldn't like that, and I might just do it with 50. Or I might just do it with Jay, or I might just do it with Dre. Either way, I'm trying to get paid, nigga. And when I say I'm taking over, don't think it's a shot. Nah, I'm in love with the city, so believe me, it's not.